Okay guys, so I am behind the camera and I am focusing my video shooting onto one custom cabinet that I have built for DeepSpark. So here we go, and this is our destination clone hard drive. So let's interface it with the DeepSpark tool. And let's interface the SATA hard drive to DeepSpark. I need to get one more stuff. 1 minute. Here is our patient and here is our destination clone. So the other thing I need to do is just switch it on and start it. Yeah, it's running. So now let's shoot a next clip how we are going to do it in DeepSpark. Okay, so this footage is little from the side. It's not bang on from the other place. So system is booting. Let's start our DeepSpark tool. Keyboard is present. So here you go. We start our DeepSpark. Currently it will only detect the destination clone copy because we have not started our drive. So we will switch that on and see the response. So it's in ready state, and I also have to create a config drive, and here you go. So now our patient and destination copy and config drive, all three are detected, and we go inside the tool. Now we go into the imaging part. Everything is already set up by me. Let's build the head map of Western Digital. First it's going to initialize the LBA map. It's going to create that LBA map, and then later on it's going to do that head thing. It's going to make a head map of which sector is on which head. So some of you people over there, you think that all these things are a joke until unless you have not invested money in the tools. You don't know how to use the tools. You just cannot do these kind of tasks. So here you are. It says initializing head map. LBA map is done, and initializing head map, but I don't see the head map starting. I don't know, might be I need to tinker around with something, because I occasionally see that this DeepSpark system freezes. I think there is some oxidation on the cards and I need to take them out once, clean them and put them back. So here you can see again I get an error there. It says error verifying heads, and I don't know. Let's see. Otherwise I'll shift it to the other DeepSpark system I have and then spend some time with this. I have already done a USB hard drive version 2 cloning 3-4 days back, I think last week, but right now it is not functioning. Let's see. Alright, so no good. Let me go back and have a look what's going on. Okay, I'm focusing on this now. Let's see what's wrong. Let me have a look. I've removed the cable. Let's restart this. Let's restart and have a look. So I'm definitely going to take this PC apart, clean all the ports and put them back. I think I need to do this very occasionally when the temperature changes in India. Otherwise we maintain at least 24 degrees in the lab. Let's see now. It's ready again. Let me set up the config drive. Let's try that again. If it works, let's see. It should work. No joy. D4 and no joy. All right, so let me now again try it. I might shift it to another PC that I have around. Okay, system is off. Let me remove this. Now let's shift this from this DeepSpar unit that I have into another unit on the opposite side of my lab. Okay, let's put this. This is done. Okay, so if we are getting the same result even in this PC, then the head map is not supported, but I am very sure that head map of Firebird is FB Lite series is supported. Let's see it once again. This is the other system, totally different section of the lab. Here we go. Let's create our config drive. I don't think so I have a config drive in this PC, but I need to do that. So I will again switch it off and then put the config drive and then switch it on again. So our config drive is detected. And configured. Now let's initialize our patient. Patient is ready to. Let's rescan. This time we will not create an head map. We will start the cloning. Then after some time we'll try and create the head map. So we are ready. My initial pass is going to be this fast primary pass with yes, everything seems to be okay according to me. Let's start this and let's see. LBA map is being created in the config drive. Now what's a config drive? A config drive is a drive that where you store the configuration of this particular case in DeepSpark. So if you don't want to store the configuration data into a separate drive, what you actually have to do is you have to take a hard drive which is little bigger than the original patient hard drive, and I don't like to do that. I like to keep the same capacity. Now if you see, our cloning is going on pretty well. So even if we are not able to create the head map, anyhow we didn't try creating the head map in this second system. So I would say that we let it continue and let us see what is the end result of this. There are 4 passes that we need to do. This is the easiest pass. In this pass we don't focus much on sections which are not being able to, which the tool is not being able to read. We'll focus on them later on, but right now we will only focus on those sectors which are easily read by the tool. So that's what's going on, and currently we have 0 unread sectors. Let's have a look. Okay, so you might be seeing that the tool is doing a good job and the hard drive is responding pretty well. And now let's see what the end result would be, because mostly I have seen that the starting sections of the hard drive are always having these weak degraded sectors, but this is not the case in this, which is a good sign. So let's see what the end result is going to be. Alright, so guys, it's late night here, around 9:49 p.m. and I have just come out from my clean room after inspecting 3 hard drives. All have come from other data recovery companies. I mean, they were returned back to the party and the party has given it to me. Unfortunately, the situation is exactly what you are thinking. They are doable provided I do platter cleaning, swap the head around 2-3 times, and then some success might be there. Anyhow, let's go back into our case. So we started cloning this hard drive on our DeepSpark tool, and now the 4th pass is going on. Every pass I tighten the parameters so that it stresses the head more and more and more, and we are able to extract more and more data. So currently it's on pass number 4, which is my last pass, and 935 unread sectors are there. Only 935. If we talk about one sector is 512 bytes. So 935 multiplied by 512, these many number of bytes. You divide that by 1024 to make it KB, MB, GB, TB, whatever you feel like, and you can figure out that there is hardly anything which is left, but still hard work always pays. I am not going to go home until unless this 4th pass is not done. And once this is done, then I will pick up this case and we will take it home. And at home I'm going to do logical data recovery from this and then put the data into another hard drive and show it to the party. That's what I'm going to do. So we will shoot another 3 clips. One is the ending clip, one is the final verdict of DeepSpark, and one is when I'm doing the logical data recovery at home, most probably. So that's what's going to go on today. Okay, so work is finished in DeepSpark. let's see the summary, what we have managed to recover from this drive. What is the statistics of the cloning? Okay, so this is the final result. We don't have any unprocessed sector. We have read successfully a lot of sectors. We have not read any sector using read ignore ECC, and we have UNC errors approximately 620 of them. So we are done with this cloning now, and I tend to take this case home today, and then we will see what we are able to do further. Okay, so guys, you saw that such a simple looking case involves so many steps that you have to go through and then ultimately come to a conclusion. What is your end result? So no case in data recovery can be treated as a simple case. Even if it's a simple case, it takes a lot of labor and a long time for recovery. So individually you can do only XYZ number of things in a day. So on that note, this is your host Amarbir signing off. If anybody in India has a case and he would like to send it to me, please give me a call on 9815000133, or alternatively call on my other number 94786000256. If both of these numbers are engaged, please contact my manager Mr. Suresh on 99144 But if it's technical, please make it a point that you speak to me. If I don't pick up your phone, I will be in my clean rooms. So I will come out and I will definitely give you a call. See you guys. Bye bye.